In today's video, I'm going to teach you guidewithmonday.com. We'll walk through installing the WhatsApp integrator from the monday.com marketplace, adding it to a workspace and board, configuring the core settings, mapping key columns like phone and owner, and creating automations you can toggle and reuse. By the end, you'll have a working integration that's ready to support your team's workflow. Start on your monday.com homepage. Look to the upper right and open the product switcher, the square icon made up of 9 dots. From there, head into the marketplace. This is where you'll find apps that extend monday.com's capabilities. In the search bar, type WhatsApp and then select the WhatsApp integrator result. On the apps page, choose Install App and confirm by clicking Install again. If you're prompted for permissions, review what the app needs so it can post updates and run automations on your behalf. After installation, you'll be asked where to set it up. Choose a new workspace to keep things tidy while you configure the integration. Next, pick the board you want the app to work with. If you don't have a suitable board yet, create a new one so you can control the structure from the start. When prompted, add the app to your chosen board. This ensures the integration can interact with your items, columns, and automations. Within the WhatsApp integrator, you'll see available services or recipes to get started. Choose the service that matches your goal, such as sending a message when an item's status changes or when a new item is created. Then select the specific option that best fits your scenario. You'll be guided through configuration fields. Open the status selector and choose the status column you want this recipe to watch. Confirm the exact status value that should trigger the action, for example, a state that indicates something is ready to notify a contact. If you see general options that look like placeholders, select the ones that align with your intended condition so the rule is precise. Next, set the language for your message content. Open the language menu and select ENIS to keep the template in US English. Then choose the template you want to use. Templates standardize how messages look and ensure consistent communication. When your selections look correct, click Start to move forward. You'll now map key columns so the integration knows where to find data. Select the column that stores a recipient's phone number, often labeled something like cell phone or phone. Then choose the person or owner column that identifies who on your team is responsible for the item. Accurate mapping here prevents delivery errors and helps with accountability. Create the automation from the app's configuration screen so the recipe becomes active on your board. You'll see a toggle for the automation status. Turn it off briefly to confirm you can control it, then turn it back on to finalize activation. This quick on-off check is helpful when troubleshooting later because it confirms the automation responds to your changes. If you want to build another integration, click to create a new automation again within the app. You'll be presented with choices similar to the first one. Pick the option that complements your existing setup, such as a different trigger or message path. Reuse the same approach. Confirm the board, select the status or other relevant columns, set the language, pick a template, map the phone and owner fields, and then activate the toggle. That's it. You've installed the WhatsApp integrator, added it to a workspace and board, configured your recipe with statuses, language, and templates, mapped the phone and person columns, and created automations you can switch on and off as needed. Save your changes, name your board clearly, and you're ready to scale this process across your team.